guys, I got a new build. I went back to one of my original builds, MM7. So now I made a MM7 Bravo. Okay, so it's a few things. My first one was 47 inches. I made this 50 inches. My fuselage is still the same, about 33 inches. It's a V-tail. My first one was a low wing with the retracts. I made this one a mid wing without the retracts. I went up 1 inch in the cord, so it's 8 inches instead of 7. I bounced out a little different, so it's going to be a hand launch. No flaps, but I ran spoilerons, flapperons also. I'll show you that in the mix. I'm running an 850 kV motor. I'm not sure what the prop size I'm going to do right now. I'm heading out to the field probably later today or tomorrow. All right, let me just show you. The control surfaces real quick. So I did a battery compartment. Pretty neat. The ESC is a 50 amp ESC. So you just lift that lid up. Power it up. And just stick the battery inside. And I have a little clear rubber band. Keep it nice and neat. Can't even see it. Alright guys. Alright, so I did a pretty good generous ailerons all the way around the sides. Did a differential. Here's the V-tail. Moving independent. So that's normal mode. That's the spoilers. That's the flaps. Normal, spoiler, flaps. Every mode you can still be able to control it, have to control it. I don't know. See how it flies, all balanced out, all nice and neat. And we'll see how it goes, man. But yeah, that's it.
Created out of the spare parts of a calculator wristwatch. When a calibrator messed around, they got the wires crisscrossed. He lived in a pocket of energy with an emergency release, which was triggered by the explosion, thus the emergence of the beast. Now depending on who you ask, what happens next is debatable. The victor's history usually comes from sources incapable. I know when the left and the right, it is the curse of the text. That's why we're leaving it up to the reader to find which version is best. The beast, the beast, the beast, the beast, the beast, the beast, the beast. One school of thought has the creature painted as a sadist, who always seemed to thrive and only arrive wherever the pain is. He was evil incarnate with the heart of a vacuous void, who targeted innocence with malevolence and he had to destroy. But the other side of the coin said he's been wrongly accused, and those who portray him as a monster are just strongly confused. But no matter which side of the argument, they all can at least agree that nobody's ever experienced anything quite like the beast. He stood about 10 feet tall, but when he hunched, he was just half that. The expression on his face was to be feared and to be laughed at. You didn't have to stare to notice the oddity on his left pack. While other people had a heart, the beast had a cassette deck with a tape to play a heartbeat that was kind and gentle. But when he got mad, it would get stacked, he had to wind it up with a pencil. He had a giant beard which animals used as a nest. Some of the creatures he would shelter, others he would ingest. The beast, the beast, the beast, the beast, the beast, the beast, the beast. His vocal cords were often the topic of local lore. He had a language which nobody had written or spoke before. Kinda sounded like a dragon was gagging upon an eagle, terrifying at the same time, both noble and regal. And nobody will understand how he always seemed to make sense. And even if they couldn't agree on facts surrounding events, no matter which side of the argument, they all can at least agree that nobody's ever experienced anything quite like the beast. The beast,